Hi guys, how's it going? So we have got tier 95. Now look, this was supposed to be up last night, but like I said, the game had an update because we got some new playlists and we got, you know, all that good old stuff going down. So took and had to put it off until today. But this is a ultra blueprint that if you take and you buy the battle pass and you get yourself up to tier 95, you will unlock it. And it is for the Fara assault rifle, which is like the one of the newest weapons that we have, you know, from season 2. And with this one, I mean, this camo right here, like these reactive camos, in my opinion, are like, just because of how different and unique they are and specific to a certain weapon, are like almost better than any of the like the master camos that you can unlock. Like better than DM Ultra, better than, you know, or Dark Matter and Zombies, all that good old stuff. Just because like you get different, I mean, you get different color options as you play and use the weapon. So I don't know. I mean, like, it's one of those things where everybody can have it. It doesn't really take skill. It just takes time played. So, yeah, you know, everybody's got their own opinion of that kind of stuff. But if anything, you know, like I say with every blueprint, especially ones that are legendary, ultra, where you get 5 attachments, depending on if the 5 attachments suit the weapon, you know, well or not, and in this case it suits it very well. Like I've been just tearing through with the stock default attachments on this thing. I would change up a couple of them, but I like to just leave it the way it is so it doesn't mess with the aesthetic. But if you haven't read it already, we got the 19.5 inch Liberator barrel, the foregrip underbarrel attachment, spec SNAS 50 round mag, the Hawk S'more optic, and the KGB Skellington stock option. So with this, we got great ADS time. This gun's, you know, very accurate just by itself, but with that foregrip, that optic, and that barrel doesn't, you know, it's very solid. With the 50 round mag, you know, in theory that should slow down our ADS time a bit, but with everything else on here, doesn't really, not noticeable as far as the AR side goes. And everything, I mean, it just looks dope. And you only got to get 12 kills to get to that beautiful orange, green, fiery look we got right there. And one thing that I do, so like just real quick in your mind, take a mental image of that. So it's not that this doesn't look good, but one thing that I do with mine is, not just because I spent the time doing it, but I do throw on the DM Ultra, and all it really affects is part of the upper receiver on the back end. It's kind of hard to see, it's right behind the optic, and then like the barrel itself, and then the gas tube up top. So you know, I think that's pretty neat, especially once it gets to the final fiery cycle, but we'll see that in game regardless. As of right now, I just got, you know, I got the Dimeti as my secondary, not for any particular reason. I've just been trying to play around with it a little bit more, you know, just, you know, use it a bit because I hadn't been using it that much. And then right here's the perks, you know, got stem, frag, proximity mine, nothing crazy going on there. So without further ado, let's take and hop into a match of a Nuki Town so we can run and gun with this bad boy. Alright, here we go. So we got hard points, which means we'll get to take and spend a nice pretty second with this here gun. Now, first off, this is my first game of the day, so you're going to have to give me just a second to get my right thumb dialed in so you know it knows what it's actually trying to do right here. We ain't out here. This is all about tactical precision. So it looks like all these guys are going to be taking and pushing down the mid-map, which is fine with me. I don't know why they're all going to the left with most everything over there that they need to be focusing on is on the right side. But if I can just get all these guys that are trying to pick off my teammates from the middle right here for a second, you know, we're not going to be camping, staying in this window the whole time. But as long as they're willing to feed me some kills, you know, like put the silver spoon in my mouth and just feed it to me, I disagree with that game. Come on now. God, dude, the penetration on this game just really frustrates me sometimes because, like, I just remember, you know, and not to always just, you know, allude to the past, but, like, on Black Ops 1, bro, you could, like, shoot through the whole map. Now, like, depending on the weapon you had and depending on, like, I know with the M60, it was ridiculous. Like, it shouldn't have been what it was with the old M60. You could just straight up stand in your spawn and shoot through the whole map and take people down, like, you know. Like, nowadays, if you do something like that, you gotta take and have, like, 10.5 hacks and mods and everything else on your game, you know, on your system. Don't kill me, please. I'm ugly. God, hey, I'm sorry for that drop shot, buddy, but I was getting shot from 10.5 different directions, so I had to do it to you. But look at that, 5-0 already. Now, we are playing it a little bit safe. You know, you can play more aggressive. It's just where I don't have a suppressor on this. I just want to be a little bit smarter. Oh, about how I take and play with this here weapon, because I do want to get to 12 ASAP. That way we can just spend more time looking at how beautiful this here thing gets once we got it. It's like right now we're rocking and rolling with the green camo on there. I guess I better take, or wait, have we already switched to the second one? Can't even have to keep track. But look at that, when you're in the dark, dude. I mean, that right there, that's like a 12-year-old kid's dream, is just have a gun that flip and close in the dark like that. And I mean, you can't even pretend. Look at that, bro. Look at how it goes. And one thing too, so I don't quite know the coding and stuff behind this, but I took it, like I equipped this in Warzone, in like the Warzone version, right? And whenever you do that, you throw on DM Ultra, you can't see the barrel. Like, it doesn't do the barrel. Like, the whole gun stays lit up with like this here Ultra setup here, but the DM Ultra is like underneath, and once it starts to change colors, it makes like this just awesome, beautiful looking storm effect. That was a horrible grenade throw, by the way. So I wish that was something, like right now I think actually my Warzone's like needs a little update or something, or I'd go ahead and show you that too. But it's you know, it's not big of a deal. It's just cosmetic thing. So in case you're new or whatever, like especially if you're new to Call of Duty, like here in just the most recent times, these skins and stuff doesn't really, like, very rarely there might be like a glitch or something within one of them. But in terms of this here specific one, and all the ones that I've dealt with so far in Season 1 and Season 2 of Cold War, the actual blueprints themselves do not give you any advantage. Like, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't make the gun more powerful. The only advantage it can give you is if you don't have the weapon leveled up, then it, you know, it gives you access to like a good set of attachments that you wouldn't, you know, which in turn will allow you to level the gun up even faster and then have access to your own attachments, and then you can work on, like, you know, making the best class setup that works for you. Or you can check out some of the class setup videos that I've already done. All you gotta do is search the name of the weapon. I should have looked. I know I seen that dude on my mini map, but I thought he was going to take and run around the other side of that truck. But yeah, you can just search the name of the weapon, and it'll pull up all the class setups for that weapon that I have done. In this case, I've only covered the best class setups for like once a piece, and then anything else revolving around that weapon will be like the blueprints and stuff they've come out with, and me just kind of testing them out and running and gunning with them. What is with everybody going to that same spot right there? It's like they don't understand that there's somebody going to be looking at that every 2.5 seconds. I'm just glad we got, well, that one teammate of ours, he was going in for kills, but he ain't hitting up them objective kills like I thought he'd be. Well, he's got 9 objective kills, so I guess he is. Okay, it looks like spawns are about to take and hit that flippy on us. Let's take and throw this down, get a little bit of a proximity mine action out there. Where's this guy? Is he up top? Yeah, he's up top. Okay, so we'll take and pop him in the noggin. I really like this sight on this weapon. Like, I'd used it before, but the combination I used it with, I think it didn't really do this sight justice, so I think I'm going to take and revisit this optic, because I normally run iron sights with this one, just because, I mean, the iron sights to me are phenomenal on this weapon, and I can, you know, maintain my accuracy just fine. With, okay, I wanted to use my other one. I want to use like my mortar strike, but I'll take this one, I guess. Come on. Yes, sir. There we go. A nice little 3-piece there, baby. So this one's going to be in the house. So they got spawns. So we'll take and light up those back areas just in case they try to get in at the last second. See, the problem is where they just spawned, they have like that invincibility situation. Like you're basically invincible, I think, to at least score streaks right when you spawn. I don't know about like regular weaponry, because I'm pretty sure with regular weapons you can still spawn trap people a bit, but you can't really just, you know, constantly bombard them with score streaks. Because, I mean, on a map like Nuketown with some of the aerial stuff that we got now, you know, with the gunships and like the VTOLs and everything, you could constantly just bear people down. And that was like one of the biggest issues people had with Black Ops 1 Nuketown, was the fact that, you know, if somebody caught in a chopper gunner and then it had dogs and everything else, that just went off right under my feet. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, there it is. Getting hit with the double lethal. God dang it, mate. What can you do? All you can do is just take and sit there and eat it. And right now, I'm just feeding these guys kills. But you know what? They just feed me a minute ago, so I might as well return the favor. You gotta have some hospitality in your system, you know? Let's take and roll that in there. Right now, I'm doing a horrible job of reading the mini-map, too. That's my main issue, because I need to peek it again. Yeah, there you go, dummy. Let's pull out the pistol. But oh, we got the war machine, so it's all over but the crying now, ladies and gentlemen. Titties. And we got guys just chilling over here in the back burner, just looking at that middle section. Please don't kill me right now that I just pulled this out. I just about killed myself. What am I doing? Dude, I am straight up wasting this thing right now. Where are these guys at? Dude, oh my, what is wrong with my right thumb, dude? Okay, there we go. At least let me get one kill out of this. God dang it, dude, that's ridiculous. I'm very sorry for that. Normally I get at least 5 kills with the war machine, but that was just atrocious. Man, look at me, just going out here getting clotheslined by bullets. It's a rough day. But yeah, so there's not really, the only thing we got left is at tier 100. We get that for the LC, is it the LC10? I'm pretty sure it's the LC10. But I got it equipped. I know I have a class set up with it somewhere. But I got it set with some kind of blueprint, so obviously I can't even see the name of the goddamn thing. But yeah, so with that one we get it, but it's not an ultra, it's just a legendary. But I actually ended up using it in Warzone, and it's another good series of attachments. So if you do see that blueprint in Warzone, definitely pick it up and try her out, because I was taking and winning some gunfights against some weapons that, you know, I wouldn't necessarily, if you asked me on pen and paper, if those weapons would be able to compete with one another, I would probably tell you no. Especially considering the attachment differences, and it's, I mean, you know, things that play into it is like, is the person using it, are they hitting all their shots, are you getting noggin shots, putting it between people's eyes? All that matters a lot. That was my fault too. I took and aimed into the right of that guy. What are you gonna do, man? You got to take the L's with the W's. You know what I'm saying? So at least we're out here putting in some of that time with this here, though. You know what? We're being team players. These guys, they're going to be taking the L as far as the gameplay goes, and if we can just take and get what we had going right here at the very beginning of this match, then I will have no problem making it to the top of the leaderboard right here at the tail end of things either. It's taking light him. I don't understand what spawns are doing like at all right now. Like, spawns are just all over the place. So look at that. See, top of the leaderboard already. Now we just got to stay in front of this guy that's out here trying to drop bodies like it's 1776. You know what? No, we ain't gonna be able to get any of our any more of our score streaks unless unless we let the enemy team kind of step up their game and bring back the score a little bit. But without having comms, there's not you know a lot we can do about that. So we might as well just try to get some objective kills and just kind of boost up our prowess as far as our position on the leaderboard goes. But yeah, so I mean, after I get tier 100. We're going to take and dive back into some zombie stuff and look at the maps, look at the game modes, because I know they're going to be adding, so I think, new stuff to Outbreak maybe, if they haven't done it already. I just have turned my game on and haven't looked at the new additions, if there is any, to the zombie playlist, just because I wanted to go ahead and get this, I wanted to cover this blueprint ASAP, because I'm already behind schedule with it, just because of updates and everything else. But, you know, We'll take it. We'll get it situated. So let's roll that in right there, because I know everybody always sidestep in that door. We got people pushing the left side. Okay, we tag him up a wee bit. I'm pretty, like, this is like one of those points where, like, it seems like the enemy team almost kind of gives up. Teammate, please get both of them. I tagged them up. This guy right, okay, yeah, we got first place locked down, baby. He'd have to take and kill the whole team 3 times to take and catch back up with where we're at right now. And see, I mean, I'm just sacrificing myself for the country at this point, because what are we? We're CIA? Yes, the good old US of A. We got a helicopter up top, but I got cold-blooded on, which means they ain't going to be able to do nothing. Come here. Push it out. Okay, I feel like that, well, no, that's an MP5. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the death. So it's 2 points left, and my teammates was thinking half past clear. They'd let the game run out a little bit. I mean, there's only 28 seconds, but if we get some of these enemy guys up in and on the oh, come back. There it is. And we got our lowest score streak right there too at the tail end. So for, you know, considering we had the second most time in the objective, we was playing at the beginning, we was playing pretty passive, and then we kind of kicked it up a gear and played a bit more aggressive there in the tail end. But once again, I think this blueprint's one that, I mean, if you're playing the game, you're enjoying the game, it's definitely worth getting and unlocking, and it's just fun to use. It's fun to mix things up and use attachment combinations that aren't necessarily the best, like the most optimal, but as you can tell, these work just fine. So look, as always guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, share your friends. Until the next one, adios.